Hi, Beck Ann here. Thanks for stopping by my channel to see what I'm up to. I was getting ready to do my sheetload of cards by Call Me Crafty Owl. She has a YouTube channel. Her name is Alicia, and every month she comes out with a sheetload of cards. And all you have to do is be a subscriber to her channel and watch her debut video that comes out on the first of every month. And then you can get your sketch. Now this is a special one. It's for 5x7 cards. And for this, I am pleased because it is July and I am doing my Christmas in July cards. So that's perfect for a 5x7. So this month we're going to need two 12x12 sheets of paper and 8 card bases. So I'm going to be using this beautiful paper. It's a Stampin' Up paper called Joy of Christmas, and I think this is going to make some beautiful backgrounds for my cards. And I'm also going to use some of this Stampin' Up Shaded Spruce. So I was cutting up my paper and wanted to show you how easy it is to cut this. I just cut my 12x12 right in half. It's at 6 inches, and then I'm going to cut my 4-inch panels and then your 3/4 inch strips. Now it made me think that if you don't have 12x12 paper and you like using 6x6 pads, you can easily change this into a 6x6 sketch, because all you need to do is have it already. It saves you a cut. Alright, so I just wanted to show you. So in the sketch, by the way, you can print this out in color. I just choose to print mine out in black and white. But in the sketch, you are to use these strips, right? The ones that are left over when you do your card base. I wanted to show you what I was up to in how I am getting my inner strip on correctly. So this is 1 inch. If you have a grid mat, great. But I put it in my inch marking on my grid mat, and then I put one together and used my ruler, and then put 2 little hash marks so that I know exactly where to put my strip to line it up correctly. And this is not something you have to do. You can eyeball it, but because each card requires 2 strips, I know that I am going to be able to get it done just a little better if I use a little guide for myself and then move it down. So I just wanted to make sure I showed you that. So I've been putting them together and wanted to show you just what I was up to with this part of the construction of the sheet load. Alicia talks about having 3-inch half circles and slicing the bottom. So that means you are putting your card together completely before you put those half circles on. Well, I've decided to use this intricate Stampin' Up die, this beautiful lacy circle. So what I've decided to do is glue down my first strip, because I did not want to cut that. I'm going to glue down my first strip, and then I'm going to glue this on and glue my other strip. So I glue my first strip down, then I glue my circle, and now I'm going to put on my next strip here. And using a grid mat is really helpful to make sure you're keeping them straight. I tend to have a little trouble with that sometimes, you guys. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. Now, when I'm all done, you'll see them finished. Just hold on a little longer. All right, they're finished, and I'm super happy with how they turned out. You do not have a lot of leftovers of your 12 by 12 paper. The scraps I used on the inside. So from this I used a joy die from this wondrous wreath, and I used this Glory to God in the Highest and on Earth Peace Goodwill Toward Men from this Amuse Studio. And here are the cards. I used some glimmery cardstock from Hobby Lobby. I have some snowflake dies, and behind each one, for them to stand out more, I went ahead and put some pearlized vellum behind them. And then I just used some Paper Studio little gold pearls. And this is the first set with the spruce sprigs and poinsettias behind there. And I just played around with the placement of my strips. Make sure I've got that in frame. And I want this to also not only be a sheet load of cards, but it's also a Satmornmakes hosted by Jillian Norwood. And I also want this to be a hashtag Christmas All Year Collab 2024, and I will put all that information below. And not only that, I want this to be a hashtag 2 Crafters 1 Design. The ladies last week had Christmas and I was on vacation, so I'm really pleased with how 8 of them turned out. I feel like they're really elegant cards, you guys. And let me show you the inside. So they'll all be just like that. And I am really pleased. Now, tell me, do you like the red background with that fancy die, or do you like the more pine and poinsettia background? All right, I hope you're having a great crafty day, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.